Recreational marijuana has been legal for a while now.
But for the state, tax revenue is once again short of projections, and those projections have already been lowered.
KPIX 5's Wilson Walker follows the money in tonight's original report.
Well, it would be one way to measure the growth or success of California's cannabis legalization. That would be projected revenue for the state versus actual revenue. And those numbers are a bit of a disaster. So what is wrong and what can we do to fix this? Well, we started by asking the folks that are trying to make a go of it here in California's regulated cannabis market.
These are strawberry valleys.
This is where all the weed lives until it goes in the machine.
This is called shatter. It's kind of a high-end extract.
In the labs and fields of the Emerald Triangle, you will find the truly California blend of world-class cannabis and cutting-edge technology. But for Casey O'Neill, Robert Gale, and Lisandro Salazar, just keeping the lights on has been a survival story.
I would say we are a few of the lucky ones that got started early on, and it's still not easy.
This is our commercial cannabis activity permit. This is our annual state manufacturing license.
It is a maze of state, county, and local regulations, fees, and tax flow charts for an industry that is, of course, all cash. Many businesses are having to bring in investors to keep that cash flowing, but the pool of investors eventually dries up as well.
So if we started right now, today, I would say we'd be struggling.
If we had to start today, it would be totally impossible.
And it's not just business owners and who knows how many would-be entrepreneurs looking at high costs. It's any single adult in California who is thinking about buying some marijuana.
So now you're talking 15 plus 7, and then the law allows individual cities or municipalities to tack on their own tax. So you're at 29%, literally $29 on every 100. There's not a lot of incentive for long-time users to come into the legal market.
There's no incentive. In fact, the reverse is true. People are leaving.
Assemblyman Tom Lackey, a Republican and former highway patrol officer, might sound like an unlikely candidate to ring the cannabis alarm bell.
It's a crisis. It truly is a crisis for that market.
His year-long bipartisan effort at cannabis tax relief has stalled. We asked the governor's office what their plan might be. We were told they're not yet ready to comment.
We're asking the same question and we're getting the same response. It's a big empty answer.
Remember, unlike Washington, Oregon, Colorado, Nevada, California launched its legal market in direct competition with a multi-billion-dollar illegal market that has existed for generations, and 70% of the state's marijuana sales are still in what some now call the traditional market.
Our new term for the black market.
Isn't that shameful?
No, right.
Isn't that shameful? Because what they're doing is softening the image of the market that isn't playing by rules.
Smaller players struggle the most, highly capitalized interests not so much, and the business owners who stuck their necks out to play by the rules can only hope and wait for changes that might make all of this pencil out.
So they made up a whole new system. They made it very complex, they made it very expensive, and now they're mad because they're not meeting their projections.
If it's short of the projections, I would love to discuss what those projections were, and if they want the market to free up, eliminate or reduce the excise tax and eliminate the cultivation tax. And let's see what happens.
In Humboldt County, Wilson Walker, KPIX 5.